This is a spectrophotometer that you may be using in classes. You'll be using a Cuvette to do measurements with the spectrophotometer. A Cuvette has 4 sides, 2 are frosted, 2 are clear. The clear side, as you can see in the picture, and you rotate it, you have the frosted side. Now the light path of the spectrophotometer needs to go through the clear sides to get an accurate measurement. So in the case of the Helios spectrophotometers, the Cuvette will be orientated in this direction, because the light path of the Helios will be going this way. Here I will be showing you how to change the wavelength on a Helios spectrophotometer. The first button you need to push is this button here, which is lambda nanometers. Lambda being wavelength, nanometers the units for wavelength. You push that button once. On the screen you get edit value. So to edit the value, I'll put in a value of 420. 420, followed by enter. You will return to the original screen, and as you will see, the wavelength, or the nanometers, has changed to 420. After you've done this, you are then ready to start your analysis. After getting the wavelength correct on your spectrophotometer, you need to do readings. The first thing you need to do is to zero the instrument. The way you do that is you get your blank solution and add it to the Cuvette, filling it to about 2/3 full, and I'll just carry that out. So using a transfer pipette, you can transfer your solution to your Cuvette. You then open up the door and place the Cuvette into the Cuvette holder in the instrument, making sure the Cuvette is orientated correctly. What I mean by orientated correctly is the light path travels in that direction. So you need your clear windows in that direction. You then close the door and you press 0 base. You then wait until some digits come up on the screen. Initially you have some asterisks, wait until the digits come up. When some digits and A comes up, you can then open the door again and do your next analysis. You should really use the same Cuvette, so all the conditions are as close as possible. So the first thing I do, you discard the solution that was in the Cuvette, then you put you rinse it with the next solution and take a reading. So just with a small amount of your next solution, rinse out the Cuvette. Discard that solution and fill up the Cuvette with the solution. Once you fill the Cuvette, to make sure you have no moisture on the outside, you wipe the windows, the clear windows, with a tissue to dry them and make sure there's no fingerprints on them. You place the Cuvette in the machine again and close the door. A reading will then come up on the display and you record that next to the concentration of the solution that you are measuring. Now, The absorbance is related to the concentration. I will next add the next highest solution that I have, and the absorbance will increase. The absorbance I just measured was 0.176. This next solution is a higher concentration, so I am expecting a higher absorbance reading. Close the door, and the absorbance for this is 0.284. So it's a higher concentration, and if you look at the solutions in the beakers, you can see that the number 2 solution is a lot more intense in colour than the number 1 solution.